In this video, in the last video, I revealed the name of Jesus to you and gave you its roots, its ancient spelling, and its pronunciation. Jesus, the original name of Jesus, is Iesus. 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 Iesus means the son of Zeus. When you look at the modern spelling, they've tried to kind of obscure that by drawing it J-E-S-U-S, when it used to be drawn, when they first translated it, was J-E-Z-U-S, and now it's J-E-S-U-S. So I'm going to go into the secret name of Helio, or Helio, and I'm going to reveal to you the secret name of Helio or Helio today. I'm going to show you where it is written and how it and why it is written, and behind in other words, what the meaning behind the name is and who it signifies. I'm going to prove to you that and share with you that Helio or Helio is the son of Zeus in its original form and title. I'm not trying to start a cult. I'm just doing this as a sharing of information, and so I'm giving you a disclosure that you won't see in most religious circles. If you belong to a hidden society, or if you belong to a religion of any type, if you belong to the occult, wherever it is that you belong to, whatever religion, you will learn something here. I'm an independent scholar. I didn't go to school to be a scholar. I became a scholar because I'm interested in religion, and that's how I decoded the petroglyphs and decoded the old Greek scripts, and I found the original name of Jesus and how to write that in original Greek, which is written like Hebrew from right to left instead of left to right. I'm going to share with you 6 names that I've written for Helio and Helio, and I'm going to show you those names written in ancient Greek, and so it's going to be from right to left. If you want to write the names in modern Greek, you will have to flip what I've written from left to right, because I write in the ancient form of it. I'll explain that as I show it to you. I'm also going to share with you that this is maybe something that people don't want you to know. Religious leaders might not want you to know about this. So I believe in freedom and freedom of information. I believe in a full disclosure of different information that has to do with religious roots, and that's what this video is about. It has nothing more to do with that. Here, what you have on this page is representing the living God, the son of Zeus, and the many names and forms and pronunciations that I will tell you about. I'll also share, before I talk about that Helio, here's some of the different names you might have heard this name pronounced as, and this is a Greek god, one of them. Helio, Helio, Helios, and Helios. You might have heard that. This is the secret revealed to you here. I'm revealing it to you. Someone didn't teach me this. I don't belong to any hidden society, and I want to just make the statement from the beginning in pretty much all my videos that I deal with. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not of Islam. I will never belong to Islam. I will not belong to any Islam type of denomination or its different forms. I'm not a Christian. I used to be a Christian. I'm not a Christian now. I'll never be one again. and I'm not of Judaism. I used to study and consider myself to be, adhering to the Hebrew Judaism Jew text, but I don't do that anymore. I'm no part of any of those religions I just talked about or any other religions. I'm not part of Luciferianism. I'm not part of Satanism. I'm not a Mason. I don't have anything to do with the secret society or the Illuminati. I don't want anything to do with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, let me show you something. This right here is the secret name of the living God, Son of Zeus. I'll go to the middle because it's where I put the most ancient form of it. From right to left, I read it off to you, and I'll spell it out to you. This letter here is an H. H-A-L-I-E-Z-E-U-S. This name, I'll pronounce it for you slowly, is pronounced Halios. Halios. Halios literally means the living son of lightning, or the living son of fire, the living son, of Zeus. And when I take away, let's look at this name in the middle here. If I take away the first three characters, you can see the name of Jesus written here in its original form and pronunciation. Jesus. Now when I add these three letters here, this basically translates to living God. So Ha'al, all is an alpha. Ha'al Jesus is the living son of Zeus. So let me explain this to you as quickly as possible. This is not a word for Antichrist. This right here is the Christ. This name that I'm putting here in front of you is the Christ, and I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. Christ didn't appear anywhere in the original text. They were rewritten by Greek and their slave Hebrew scholars that helped them rewrite religious history. I'm going to hold this right up here for you and explain to you that this guy right here is the anti-Messiah, is the instead of Messiah. And so really the contradiction of saying Antichrist, when I say Antichrist, anybody can be against a false religion that tries to rewrite itself and its gods and history over another religion and call it the original. What's wrong with being Antichrist? Now anti-Messiah is another different story. Let's go back to these seals. This here are the various forms of what we know to be Helio or Helio. And at the top here, I've written some of the abbreviations and the nickname, sort of, if you want, or the other forms of the name, the abbreviations for the name. And so here we have Halios. Now, I pronounced that wrong, excuse me. Halios. 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 Alright? And that's where you get the name Helios, or Helios. And here we have Halios. Halios. Alright? Down here we have Halios. Halios. And then down here we have Helio. Helio. So that is me revealing the name to you. Okay? You have to be cautious about religion, What is it that they really want? Do they really want you to find the spirit and be a spiritual nature person and just be in your existence, be a human, and not owe your soul to anyone except the spirit? Be careful about what people teach you. Learn to question authority. Now, I'll tell you again that since the times that a Greco-Roman unstoppable king with an unstoppable army crushed the original Jerusalem out of existence, and to the time when a pig's head was cut off and its blood spilled on an altar that was never supposed to know a pig's blood, and then they slit the belly of that animal, of that pig, and cut through its entrails and let some of the waste even run out on the altar. Since then, the original religion of the Middle East have been replaced and Hellenized. And by Hellenized, I mean this guy. Halio. In other words, they brought an instead of religion, a counterfeit religion, a counterfeit Messiah, and a counterfeit God. When those Greco-Romans invaded, crushed, and raped, pillaged, and rewrote the culture of the original Hebrews, they took all those who submitted to them and sucked up to them as their slaves to do their bidding, including rewriting the original text and religion, so that you then had male and female prostitution, child prostitution happening right in the temples, and other things to honor their new god that they brought to the temples, Zeus. Now, this has not been erased from history. You can look in the history books and see that when the Hellenization took place and the Middle East was Hellenized during the times of the Greek-Roman invaders, this took place. They replaced the original deity with Zeus and the original Messiah with Jesus, or Jesus. Now, that is what I have to tell you here, and I've revealed it to you just exactly as it is.